Here now with Grandview defensive coordinator Joe Woodley following the loss a week ago to the Marian Knights this Saturday. It's another road test for the Vikings at 9th rated St. Ambrose. And Joe, looking back to Saturday, it had to be somewhat encouraging that the fact that, I know you're not happy with the yards given up by the defense, but the fact it was only a 10-point game, the guys really competed.
Yeah, Jeff, we just got off to such a, I don't want to say we got off to a slow start because we actually did come out and hold them to a field goal, and they missed the field goal on their first offensive drive. And, so that was encouraging. But that second quarter really got away from us defensively. We gave up some big plays, and that's one of the things we really try and focus on here. I say we gave up big plays. We had guys in the right positions. You got to credit Marian. They're a very good football team. They made us pay for the mistakes that we made. But once we kind of got through that second quarter, we were fortunate enough to score a defensive touchdown. And that's one of our goals, that we want to score some points on defense. We did get that taken care of. But you're right, Jeff. The second half, our kids really came out. They did not quit. We were still in the game. I mean, it's only 28-14. We're still hanging right there all the way into the fourth quarter. We get a stop, get the offensive ball back. So we hung around, and that's there's no such thing as a moral victory. But when you go and play a team as good as Marian, number 2 in the country, the history that they have created here the last couple of years, there's definitely some positives you can take from the game.
You mentioned the fumble return by Derek Neitzer. Kind of comment on that play.
Yeah, it was, it started with Shane. Shane Pudens made a play out in the flat, really put a good whack on the wide receiver. Again, we had guys in the right spots a lot of the time. And that time we were fortunate enough to make plays. Shane kind of hit him right as he was catching the ball. I'm sure it was questionable replay if we had that at our level. I'm not sure it would have been a catch. I don't know that, but nonetheless, we made a play happen. Derek was right there, scooped and scored. And I knew, there's a handful of guys in our defense that I knew if they had some open field in front of them, they weren't going to get caught. And Derek's one of those guys. He's got good straight line speed, and I was pretty confident we were going to take that thing to the house.
One negative Saturday was the third down conversion by Marian, 9 of 15. That's definitely got to improve this Saturday.
Yeah, no question, Jeff. And again, that's another one of the things we talk about before each game. Before the week starts, we got to get off the field on third down. And we've been pretty good statistically up until that game. And again, we had guys in situations, we had guys aligned where we needed to be on those third downs. We needed 4 more stops to get to our goal. We were only 6 out of 15 on third down as a defense. You need to be at least 10 out of 15. So we came up short on that end, and trust me, that'll be a big emphasis going into this week.
Now St. Ambrose on Saturday, another top 10 team for the Vikings defensively to face. It's been really a close series in 3 games. All 3 games in this series have been very competitive. They got us here last year, really a close game. But what's your mindset going into the game with the Fighting Bees?
Very good football team, extremely well coached. Obviously, we've started to get on the film the last couple days now, and once you keep digging and watching their film, they really make you accountable. They do a lot of shifts and trades and motions and things like that. They're a very physical football team, so you got to match that right out of the chute. Good quarterback, great decision maker. Running back's very good. Veteran offensive line for the most part. We're going to be tested here the rest of the year. Every team we play is very good, and certainly Ambrose is no exception to that. They're number 9 for a reason. They beat a very good team on the road already this season. They beat another good team at home. They beat a team we somewhat squeaked by fairly handily. So trust me, they got our full attention. And but at the same time, our kids are confident, and I think we'll bounce back from last week and come ready to play Saturday.
And as tough as the Vikings competed last Saturday, falling behind 14-0, that's really makes it difficult. The more difficult on you. Got to try to avoid that on Saturday.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that gets back to what I already said, Jeff. Is, you got to start fast, and if the offense is struggling, the defense has got to pick them up. That's how this game works, and vice versa. And we got bailed out a little bit. Derek Fulton throws a 75-yard touchdown pass, gets us right back in the game. Put it at 14-7, gave our guys a little extra juice, and that's what you do in football. You pick each other up, and our guys have, we've got to continue to do that here as time goes on to get where we want to get.
Joe, good luck on Saturday. Let's get a win.
Thanks, Geoff.
Grandview defensive coordinator Joe Woodley.